There's so much to be said about Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D. It's not set in Hyrule, and both Ganon and Zelda are not present in this game, unless you count a quick flashback of Zelda. Also, there are technically only 4 dungeons, but if there's one phrase from the game that I think sums it up best, it would be this: "You've met with a terrible fate, haven't you?" Because in The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D, yes, you have met with a terrible fate. The story here is darker than your average Zelda game, in the sense that you only have 3 days until the moon will come crashing down on top of everyone. After a great opening sequence, you can see how this affects characters throughout the game. This game deals with denial, anger, depression, acceptance, and forgiveness. If these sound like some of the stages of grief, it's widely believed that they are meant to be. There are many different theories out there about why, but I think it suffices to say that this game deals with the darker, sadder themes of life in a very smart way. And don't let the moon worry you too much. With your Ocarina and the Song of Time, you can rewind to the beginning of the 3-day cycle. You'll be doing this a lot. The gameplay is extremely smooth, and the improved visuals from the original N64 version really make this version shine. Similar to the visual upgrade that Ocarina of Time 3D got, Majora's Mask 3D is easily the definitive version of this game. But, apart from the visual upgrades, there are just over 30 changes made to this game to help fine-tune it. Examples of this would be the Song of Double Time now gives you more freedom, some items are in different locations, and one of the boss fights has been completely redesigned. All of this together makes Majora's Mask 3D a more approachable game, and the added portability is great. I'm a huge Legend of Zelda fan, and I really love all of the Zelda games, but I think I enjoy playing this one a little bit more based on the 3 main transformation masks that you can earn throughout the story. You'll not only play as a young Link, but also Link versions of a Deku Scrub, a Goron Warrior, and a Zora Guitarist, all through the power of these awesome masks. They really set this game apart and give it a fresh feel. You've still got a few standard items, like your hero's bow and the hookshot, but the masks you obtain in this game become the main tools you use in your adventure. Apart from some of them being really awesome, there's also some odd ones. You'll get the transformation masks and the extremely useful bunny hood, but also a mask that allows you to understand animals, a mask that keeps you awake at night no matter what, and a mask that is literally a bomb on your face. With only 4 actual dungeons in the game, I'd make the argument that the world itself is also a dungeon of its own. There's so much to do, whether it's figuring out how to unlock the next story-driven dungeon, or helping out the people of Termina. At one point, I even found myself fighting aliens to help out the local ranch. All in a day's work, right? As far as the dungeons go though, all have really good level design, and the bosses are great. I'm personally not a huge fan of water-based dungeons in the 3D Zelda games, so I had my personal frustrations with the Great Bay Temple, but the level design is still very strong, and all of the bosses are challenging and fun. The final boss fight was also a lot of fun, and there are 4 mini-dungeons that you can choose to complete before taking on the final boss. If you've collected every mask in the game, this is highly recommended, as it will net you the final and arguably best mask in the game, the Fierce Deity Mask. The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D is an amazing game. If you own a 3DS, you owe it to yourself to play this game. The story is dark, the gameplay is smooth, and with all the improvements over the original, this game is easily a 9.5 out of 10. This may be one of the strangest and most underappreciated Zelda games out there, but it's deservedly earned its spot as one of my new favorite games. For anyone that hasn't played it yet, and that is planning on playing it, my one bit of advice is to figure out the Song of Double Time and the Inverted Song of Time immediately. You'll thank me later. For more reviews, check out our YouTube channel, and if you like the videos, don't forget to subscribe.